Welcome back to Admiral Enright's Carnival Intoxica. We are doing cocktail tutorials for you to do at home while you are stuck at home and while the bars are still closed. Today we are venturing into sour territory, whiskey sours. This is one that people, really aren't really comfortable doing at home. I'm going to show you it's actually pretty easy to do at home, and you can easily do it. All you need is some eggs, some lemon, some simple syrup, which we've discussed how to make that. We'll go over that again though. And we're doing a whiskey sour, but you can do really whatever you want with those three ingredients, and then you add your base spirit. We're going to do bourbon today. But you can do a gin sour, you can do an amaretto sour, is delicious. There's really no end to what you can do. I did a Campari sour once, and I don't recommend that. If somebody has a better recipe for the one that I did, please let me know. So, as I said, we have our eggs, we have our lemons, we have our simple syrup, and we have our bourbon. We're doing Angel's Envy bourbon here. This is in honor of my good friend Nicole Battle, who is a Angel's Envy angel. Angel's Envy is also just a great one for a whiskey sour. There's a lot of sweetness in this bourbon to begin with, so it's really going to work really well with the sour that we're doing. So let's get right into it. The first thing we want to do is we want to get our egg white, no yolk, into our sours glass here. Oh, and I want to make sure that I have someplace to dump what I don't use, so give me 1 second. Here's a bowl that I can put my eggshell in when I'm done. Make sure you have something to discard. You don't want any of that shell in there, so you want to make sure you have someplace to pitch that after you're done cracking it. So we're going to get right to it, and I'm going to take my shaker tin, this shorter, squatter one, and I'm going to just rub it on the outside here, scoring the shell. And I'm going to give it a nice little whack on the side, and that's going to actually cut right into the side of the egg, make it nice and easy for us to break it apart. So, as you can see, I've cracked it down the side there. Now you don't obviously want to let it all drip out on your bar, but I'm just here showing you how that works. And then once you get it cracked, you can take your egg and just open it with your hands gently, so that yolk will just run right out, and you won't get any shell in there either. And that's it. It's that easy. I'll put the rest of that's just my shell and my yolk, putting that to the side. Alright, so I have my yolk is in there now, and I'm going to now do some fresh lemon juice here. So we're going to want about an ounce of lemon juice in this. So again, I'm still going to measure this out. The yolk, you really don't need to measure out. It doesn't really add a lot of flavor to it, so if you're just doing one egg yolk in there, or I'm sorry, not yolk, but the white. So if you're just doing one egg white in there, that's really all you need. Doesn't matter the size of the egg or anything. This isn't meant to add flavor to it. This is meant to add texture and mouthfeel. So we're going to do, I have squeezed, I got half in there now. It's about 3/4. A little more lemon. Now you can also, if you want, do a little bit of lemon, add a little bit of lime juice. It makes a really nice sour as well. We're just going to straight lemon here though. If you do that, I would recommend maybe 3/4 ounce of lemon juice and only 1/4 ounce of the lime juice. Alright, so we have our egg and our lemon juice in here. We're going to add our Angel's Envy bourbon. We're going to do 2 ounces of Angel's Envy bourbon. And we're going to shake. Now I'm going to leave the simple syrup out for the time being. I'm going to put that in after we do what we call a dry shake. And a dry shake is basically us whisking this egg with the other ingredients, creating kind of a chiffon meringue kind of thing going on here. We're basically cooking the egg with the citric, the acids in the lemon and the bourbon, and it's a very different kind of shake than you normally would do. So instead of coming down the side and having a nice clean angle on this side, I'm going to come straight down and cap that on there, make sure it's nice and tight. And this is how we want to shake our egg drink. So we're going to go ahead and start shaking. And also, this is when you can't really do one-handed, so I'm going to use both hands and do a nice shake, dry shake here. The important thing is you do want to shake this for quite some time, and you're looking for a certain consistency to come out of this. You want it to be nice and foamy and rich and thick before you even add the syrup or the ice. This does get a little bit messy too, so you always want to make sure you have like a nice little towel standing by as well. So it's got a nice foam going on. I usually do this about 3 times. See, I'm looking for a nice, thick, rich stream between the two. Now I can give it a one-hand shake, really finish it off. That's nice. Right. So that's what I'm looking for. I want that stuff to all come together. I want the strain from between the top and the bottom one to be nice and rich and thick. And get my heart back. Alright, now we're going to move into our simple syrup. I'm doing 3/4 ounce of our simple syrup. Adding that in. And now is when we add the ice as well. So I want to add my ice to my smaller tin, so in the right amount. And then we're going to do our regular ice shake here. Lift it, make sure it's got a nice seal. Do a little cleaning while I'm doing this. Perfect. Get my Angel's Envy strainer. Now this is one that I don't ever double strain. I don't want to lose all the nice foaming I've created. I want everything to be all mixed together, and putting it through that fine strainer is going to break up all these bubbles. Make this a little bit less of a nice, rich, foamy cocktail. All right. We're going to add 1 cherry. Cherry's optional on that one. We do want to add a little bit of Angostura bitters right along the top, just a couple drops. And if you want, you can take like a little straw, make a little bit of a design in there for your imbibers. And that's it. That is a whiskey sour. Bourbon, lemon, egg, simple syrup. You know, it's not one you're going to want to make 10 of at your house party, but it's always a a wonderful cocktail to have in your repertoire. So that is the whiskey sour. You can now make that at home. Enjoy.